Hello people, this is my very first video and I hope you'll excuse me if I make a few mistakes or if my accent sounds a little funny. Nevertheless, I'll try to be as clear as possible and I'll try to make you enjoy watching how I bring back to life old radios and TVs and other assorted electrical or electronical devices from ages past. In fact, the very first one I'm doing right now is this little toaster. It's nothing special. It's chrome and the brand is Supralec. I haven't done much research about it, but it looks to be a fairly simple toaster like they had in the 50s. It's not a not a spring-loaded toaster like most of you know. It's just a simple toaster with two doors on which you put a piece of bread and then you close it back up again, and the heating elements, of which there are 10, which you see right now, let me turn it, which you see, are really nothing else but ceramic enclosures for heating elements inside, nothing more than resistances that heat up. It's a cute little device. I haven't done much research about it yet, and the brand is Supralec, but I think it's a German brand, although I'm not quite certain. What I am certain about is that it's probably a toaster from the 50s. Anyway, just to give you a taste of what it is like electrically, as you can see, it's really nothing more than a connector and connecting wires going into the heating elements. Fairly simple, nothing really special. It just needs a good cleaning. I'll also have to repair the wiring and the connector for it. I'll show the wiring. It's a fairly thick rubber enclosed wiring. Nothing really special either, although it's not the nicest type of wire I've seen. Obviously it's a 220 volts. It's a 220 volts wire, since I'm in Europe, and in mainland Europe, all devices work on 220, not 110 like in some of you guys countries. So anyway, this toaster also has a special connector, which you can see right now. This one also needs some cleaning and some repairing. It was fairly beat up and quite dirty, so I'll be cleaning this one too and bring it back to shape. Anyway, this is my very first rather humble project, but it's just to give you a foretaste of what is to come. Obviously, over the next few weeks and months, although intermittently, I can't promise I'll be making a video every week or maybe every 2 weeks if I try my best. But still, in the months to come, I won't be doing just a toaster, obviously. I'll also be doing this. Let me show you. Under the plastic bag, there is this. Some of you might know it. Let me put some light on it. Some of you might be familiar with this. This is a Philips radio from, I'd guess, the mid-50s. It's nothing really special. It has a magic eye in the top right corner, but underneath the magic eye there are 5 small buttons. Now, strike me dead, I really have no clue what the buttons are for. It could be a band switch, but I doubt it. It might also be switches for regulating the tonality. Maybe AGC button might be between those 5 buttons. I don't know. I really have no clue. I still have to find a schematic of the radio, by the way. So until then, I really can't say much more than this. You'll be seeing me cleaning it, bringing it back to life, hopefully, changing some parts of it. The cabinet and the speaker cloth are in very good shape. The radio is really not damaged at all. I still have the back side of it too, as you can see. So, well, yeah, let me see. This is there is a sticker on it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of hard to get it to focus. There you go. So I can't see any date. I'm trying to find a date, but I see no date. However, there are plenty of connectors for auxiliary devices to be connected to the radio. I think one is for an extra speaker. The second one is for a stereo, and the third one is for a pickup, a record player. Most of you probably will have heard about it. Some of you might be too young to have ever seen a pickup player, but I'll be showing one in the next few weeks just to show you how they look like and how they worked. Next, what do I have? Well, most of you guys are probably, or girls, are probably tube fans, vacuum tube fans. And I've seen on the internet, most of you repair vacuum tube radios, vacuum tube TVs. Me, myself, I'm rather a transistor man. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and from an early age I fell in love with everything space age, quote unquote, of which this is a perfect example. Let me take off the plastic bag. Alright, I'll be shining some light on it. So, what is it? It's a black and white TV, orange in color, as you can see. It's a fairly simple one with 2 rabbit ear antennas. The antennas are in perfect nick. The case and the picture tube look okay, no scratches or, well, no dings or anything, maybe a few scratches, quite a bit of dirt, but nothing that can't be fixed, I think. I just hope the picture tube works, but that I'll only be able to show you once I get to work on it. But if that is not enough, I have yet another piece, which is underneath this red cloth. Ah yes, another space age portable. This one probably a little bit older than the Carad over there. This is probably what a lot of people are more used to see. A portable from the early 70s, maybe the mid 60s. It's a National. I don't know the brand, and honestly I haven't done a lot of research about it. The Carad, by the way, is probably Belgian manufacture, although the knobs, or rather the text around the knobs, is in German. Now, it might be a German TV. I really have no clue. I have to do some research. The National looks fine too, dirty and all that, but no scratches, no breaks, nothing significant. I think it could be brought to life again without too much trouble. I won't be putting or switching them on right now. This is my first tip to all of you out there. Try to resist the impulse of wanting to switch on something immediately. Don't do that until you're quite certain you repaired all the critical parts first. Because if you can't hold back and if you're too impatient, you might be ruining something even before you start really repairing it. So don't do it. Resist the impulse of wanting to switch it on immediately. Anyway, besides the National and the Carad TV and the Philips radio, I kept a pièce de résistance, like they say in French. And it's buried underneath this plastic. I bought it a few weeks ago on the internet, and I'm quite proud I managed to get it. Now I'm quite sure that some of you who see this will probably have guessed what it is. So you get one guess, and no, it's not an Admiral, no, it's not a Philips, it's a Philco! Yes sir! A Philco Safari, one of the very first transistorized black and white portable TVs they ever made. I'm sure you'll all enjoy watching me clean and repair and hopefully bring back to life this little miracle of electronics, and I certainly hope I'll be able to bring it back to life. It's one of my prized possessions, and really I would love to bring it back to life. So there you have it. You saw all the pieces I'm going to try to repair, and I emphasize the word try because, well, I haven't done this in ages. To be honest, probably the last time I repaired something electronical was 20 years ago. So you'll have to bear with me, and it might not always be quick, it might not always be the way you would do it, but I certainly hope you'll enjoy watching it as I learn and try to find back my long forgotten skills. See you next time.